Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Where's everybody at? Welcome, everybody. Y'all, let me see. Hopefully, we went live and we hit that live. Hold up. I hear. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to, we have a new member. Welcome to Dino Nuggets. That's an interesting name. Shout out to Dino Nuggets. Hopefully, you figured out the membership. It sounds like you did. Welcome to the membership. Thank you guys for being here. I see Pika, Chell, everybody. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Trippy. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. We gonna talk about that guy here in a minute. I've been stood up by the man with 1,000 children. Hey, Deborah, welcome, welcome. I've been stood up. No, so let me tell you what happened, okay? So we were supposed to do this interview, and I was so I was like, cool, I'm excited for it because you guys are gonna. It's it's a different, definitely a different take. Hey, Chell. Hey, Legal Minded. Welcome everybody. Hey, Kelly Rose, the goodest girl. Welcome. Last Ronin. All right, everybody's coming through. All right, everybody's coming through to my house. Hey, Jody. Welcome. You say, Rabbit, that guy Bush attending soccer games and stuff. What are you talking about? What you mean, Dino Nuggets? Oh my God, we're about to see. Listen, there's a hung jury, and and Judge Beb said, listen, I don't give a shit if you got to spend the night here. You're gonna go back over there and go deliberate the way you need to deliberate. That's what's gonna happen. So let me tell you, let's get started. Let's get started because this is a hot mess, and I'm in distress. Okay, and I got my coffee here. Welcome, hey Beetle. So you said you want a hung jury? Oh, Lord. Okay. Let me tell you what's going on. We were supposed to have an interview today with the man who is a sperm donor of 1,000 children. 1,000. Netflix is dropping a documentary on him. And are you? Yes, we're gonna go. I'm gonna pull some stuff. I promise y'all. Clearwater. Shout out to everybody. And I went back and forth on a message with him, went back and forth, and the guy stood me up and he said no. Well, he didn't say no, he just stood me up. Like, we were supposed to do the live today. I think he got a little scared. I guess I'm a little scary sometimes, maybe, I don't know. But I was willing to hear him out. So there's gonna be a documentary on this guy next week, and it sounds like, between him being in the ocean where there's like no cell service, to him, just, I don't know, he must have gotten butterflies. Hey Mo, he must have got like something happened with the butterflies. That's what had happened. Got butterflies. I'm just saying. Okay, so that is the deal. This is why, for those that were asking, where is Jonathan Mayer? um we were supposed to interview him today and it was a no go. That's what had happened. He did well. He actually he actually pulled it out. No pun intended, right? Me and you. Do you think I didn't catch that shit? Me, you. What are you trying to say with this? Me, you. Me, you. What are you doing? Somebody said in the chat, every time I think about this guy, my ovaries hurt. I guess they're afraid of me, CK. I guess they're afraid of me. So, listen, it is what it is. Yes, they pulled it. He pulled out. He pulled out. Give me your damn device. Give me your. All right, we got to talk real quick. We're going to move over to Karen Reed because we got some breaking news. We have been on fan watch, OnlyFans watch for the last couple of days, okay? And we got a little news on this. And I'm just kind of wondering, what's the deal? What do you guys think? What do you make of this?
Let's go to some breaking news now in the Karen Reed case.
Earlier this week, they've had slightly shortened days, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form suggesting that they haven't conducted their due diligence in regard to their deliberative process, but I would submit that it is far, far, far too early in their deliberative process to even consider giving them any kind of Tui Rodriguez instruction or anything close to that. Furthermore, what the note doesn't really indicate affirmatively that they can't come to a conclusion. It just says that they haven't come to a conclusion through their deliberative process at this time. They're not even asking for one, is what I would say.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Giannetti, I'll hear you.
Your Honor, I would disagree with Mr. Lowry's characterization of the note. The word exhaustive is the word I think that's operative here. They're communicating to the court that they've exhausted all manner of compromise, all manner of persuasion, and they're at an impasse. This is a case where the jury has the legal instructions. They've only really asked one question, which was to try to get a report that they were not allowed to get. And I think the message has been received that the evidence is closed. They won't get anything more. They've been working essentially nonstop over the last 3-4 days. We're approaching a weekend. They didn't come back with this at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. They're at 12 o'clock and they have nowhere to turn. So our position is the jury should be read the Tui Rodriguez model instruction and go from there.
Okay. All right. So you all know that it is within my discretion. I decide. So a case that
I would hope that she decides. Banco says it's not uncommon for judges to send the jury back to try again. It's pretty much standard. Thank you, Banco. But that girl said, I called it yesterday. Thank you. Oh my God, CK. Thank you for the $19.99. That is going, by the way, I am moving still. So the Wi-Fi will be cut today. I said, let me get a little live to check in with the people and see what's going on. What's the deal? And then let you guys know that the Dutch guy pulled out on us and canceled. He did. Let's keep watching.
It has been, it's a long case. This is our 4th day of deliberations, but Tuesday was a short afternoon, maybe 2.5 hours. Wednesday, they left early because of an appointment. Yesterday was also shortened a little bit, and this note arrived with less than 3 hours of deliberations today. So the length of the trial, the length of the deliberations, I know the case we heard from 74 witnesses. There are 657 exhibits, very complex issues in this case. I'm not prepared to find that there have been due and thorough deliberations at this point. So
not thorough deliberations. And again, CK, thank you so much. Hey, Oklahoma Outlet, welcome. Outlaw, Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. Welcome, love. Shout out to you. Let me see. Shell says, I had a feeling that this was the case considering the length. I hope it doesn't go down to the judges deciding if that's possible. She's been useless, in my opinion. They need to touch a piece of evidence. I would hate to feel pressure to change my decision, right? They were sent back for deliberations. They said, no, go back.
I'm going to send them back out. We'll bring them in and we'll do that now.
Ooh-wee. Right. You said, Amy says, I think it's probably a couple of jurors that are stuck on the guilty and won't change it. Chico, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. You guys, if you got a membership from Chico, please put a heart in the chat, please, and thank you. You think that's what it was? No, the judge can decide if 50-50 split would be a mistrial. Thank you. Well, welcome, Amanda. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I got a new video coming about that here in a little bit. Well, I got to work on some editing and stuff. I'm trying to do as many videos as I can before my Wi-Fi is completely out. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chico. Jax says thank you. Jax says thank you. Welcome. You said, hey, thanks for the comedic relief on that one. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating trial. Listen, we had those what the hell did we watch yesterday? The presidential what now? Because I don't know what I'm listen, I don't ever get political in this. I love watching presidential debates, but yesterday was the first time I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know what it was. I said, Lord have mercy. This is too much. This is too much. And I had to move on. I'm just saying. Let's keep watching. Right.
Okay, so we have Cheryl Fiandaca joining us on the desk now. So we just heard from Judge Cannoni, who essentially said she wasn't satisfied with the amount of time that they have spent deliberating so far, and she's going to send them back in.
Well, it's like 600 plus pieces of evidence, right? So she feels like people need to. I let me tell you guys, this is going to be a rough one. Wow. Kelly says, at least we don't have the OnlyFans anymore. Right. Says that sure wouldn't be. I sure wouldn't be on that jury. Right. That girl. That would be too much. Biden's brain was like old school AOL loading. Yo, those memes are horrible right now online. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is super horrible. Mo says any split could cause a mistrial if they can't come to a unanimous decision again. It should trigger the mistrial. Oh man. Two men who never served our country, says Keystone. Oh Lord. You said you're gonna hit on your hands on that topic. What debate? That's what I wish I would have said yesterday. What debate? That was too much. I'm telling you, like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to wait for it today. That makes me not that girl. If you're gonna watch it, just make sure you watch it. Maybe watch it while you're high or drunk, because that might make it more fun. I'm just saying. We were missing John F. Kennedy in the conversation in the debate. Ooh, look at you guys. Now you guys are talking about the debate. Yeah, we're not talking about political stuff. We don't do it here because everybody gets in their fifis, and I try to be very nice about it. But let's keep watching this, and then we're gonna move on.
Right. She's basically saying at this point in time, she does not believe the jury is hung, that they're not able to come to a decision. They have not been able so far to come to a decision, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they would not be able to should they continue their deliberations. And she's basically saying at this point, she's going to call them back in and tell them to keep deliberating. It's only been a couple of days. At this point, as she mentioned, there's been quite a bit of evidence. You're talking over 600 exhibits, weeks of testimony. We'll listen in here and hear what she has to say once the jury's impaneled.
Oh, here we go. Look at her face. She looks like she's ready to take motherfuckers out. She's like, I'm gonna take you guys out. Oh, I'm cussing this morning. Y'all, forgive me. It has been a crazy morning today. Look at her face. She's giving me that, I'm gonna take you out. Look at her face. I'm not joking. Let me see what you guys are feeling. The only problem is the most credible evidence was that Officer O'Keefe wasn't hit by a car. I can't understand how that's not an automatic not guilty, says Carrie B. You said it's Aaron's fault. Everything is Aaron's fault. Y'all are blaming Aaron again. Lord have mercy. Okay, look at this. You need some edibles after this week. I don't know what. It's like somebody gave her like you know how when people order decaf instead of regular, that's that face that you make. Look at her face. She looks like she's ready to about to jump somebody. Okay, let's keep watching.
Okay, so as the jury is walking in right now, we'll stop speaking as soon as we hear Judge Cannoni. We did talk to some legal analysts leading up to this, and we did hear from a couple who said they thought that we might run into a situation like this.
And for sure, you absolutely could. I mean,
I don't know, man. She don't look nice. Look at her. It says, Kelly says a mistrial means Karen could be charged again, and we would have to do this all over again, and then some evidence might not get put in. It could be a totally different case. Is that a game face? I don't know. You said it looks like somebody puts in my Cheerios or her Cheerios. I didn't have Cheerios this morning. Oh my god, she looks like, I'm just saying, she looks like she's ready to jump somebody. Like that's that mean mugging, catch me outside face right here.
You know, it's a very polarizing
Right.
case.
So, jurors, I'm in receipt of your note. I am writing to inform you on behalf of the jury that despite our exhaustive review of the evidence and our diligent consideration of all disputed evidence, we have been unable to reach a unanimous verdict signed by your foreperson. We all know how hard you've been working. Lunch will be arriving shortly. When it comes, I'd ask you to clear your heads, have lunch, and begin your deliberations again. So,
She said, go eat a donut and then come back and make your decision. That's what that means. Flash says, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, Flash. I'm just saying. She looks mad. I don't know. My nerves can't do it again. Look at you guys. Oh my God. Bev needs some go juice. That's for sure. Girl, she just looks like she's mad. Shut up and eat again. That's what she said. She said, shut up and eat a donut and try this again. That's what it is. Really. She just looks upset. I mean, I don't blame her. I think that, but she has to be patient. You know what I mean? She has to, this is part of her job. And I mean, like I said, it must be really hard to be in that jury, period. I shout out to those jury folks. Shout out to them for, first of all, their time and their service and their effort, because different personalities, we don't know what's being said, what's being argued, everything that they have to consider. Over 600 pieces of evidence. I mean, y'all know I'm joking when I'm talking about how she's got a mean mugging face, but at the same time, I don't know. They didn't sequester them because of how expensive it would have been, right? But remember, I think, did somebody say in the chat that OJ, the jury was sequestered for like 9 months? And 9 months? And I mean, back then the internet wasn't what it is now. So you would imagine, you say you'll pay for Mo's big ballin'. Mo's gonna pay for them to be sequestered. No, Mo, you already say you're paying for it, Mo. No. She said, you paying for it, Mo. It's Friday. Not saying that she is, but can you imagine being a judge having this kind of, that's true. Also imagine being a judge having this kind of a case. I don't know about you guys, but I have the worst poker face. Like, people can tell what's up with my face, what my thought processes are. If I don't, like, they just can't. So I would be the worst. I would be the worst. You said, imagine being a judge having this kind of a case and going through menopause at the same time. Not a good idea. Lord. I mean, if they have a fan on, that'd be great. That'd be great. Send me a bill. Right. Who's paying for this shit? Y'all need your PayPal or Cash App. Thank you. How long will we be without live rabbit during the move? Probably this weekend. I fear the symptoms of rabbit withdrawals. I don't think you guys. There's so much shit going on in this week. I don't know if it's a lunar something going on, the retrograde, the renegade, the something is going on, y'all. Something is going on, and I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee and moving. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a lot of shit going on, but I'm just saying.
So, or continue your deliberations. All right. So I'm sending you back out.
All rise for the court, please.
She said, go.
Very slowly, please.
It's her face. Yeah, she got a very specific kind of face. I'm just saying.
Okay. So Cheryl, what do we make of this? She's just not satisfied. Is this typical in a case like this for a jury to say we can't?
She says, you said Saturday retrograde, Gatorade, renegade. No, she said, what do we make of this, Cheryl? What do we make of this? There's nothing to make. Go back and go figure it. Go eat your donuts and your coffees and whatever and your bagel that's, that the taxpayers are paying right now, and go figure this out. That's what she said. Have a lunch and go sit down and figure this out. That's what she said. Hey, Wim, is Wim in the chat? Lots of shit going on, but at least you help it make it palpable. I'm trying, CK. I'm trying. Let me see. Hold up. The carrying quilters are causing a ruckus outside there this afternoon. Oh, so everybody, I bet there's probably like 200 plus people out there, you guys. Because I heard it was pretty, I mean, they had to get like barricades and stuff like that. It was pretty bad.
Can't come to a decision for the judge to say, I want you to go back and work harder.
It is typical. I mean, you're looking at a case that, as we've been talking about, it's very polarizing. There are people who believe that the Commonwealth is right and that she was involved in John O'Keefe's death. And then there are all of her supporters and people who believe that this is a cover up and this is a shoddy investigation.
And Panko said it. I think Panko, that girl, you guys were both kind of expecting that this was what was going to happen. It's not out of the norm that they would be deadlocked. It's not out of the norm that the judge would send them back. Like, that does happen. You said she's annoyed that it's Friday and she can't go out for mimosas. Isn't mimosa like a morning drink though? So it'd be like, I don't know, like a happy hour at this point. Someone has gotten to one of the jurors. There's no way any reasonable human could find her guilty. There's no evidence he was hit by a car. Look at Drama Llama Mama. She has said it. Polarizing for sure. This is why I didn't want to cover it, because I got kind of like, Lord have mercy. Everybody was fighting on this case. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Wim's like, I know, Wim. I know you knew it was going to be a no-show, and I just wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I know. I should have listened. I know. I'm sorry, Wim. But I wanted to give the guy with 1,000 children the benefit of the doubt. But he pulled out. It didn't work out. That's what happened. You know what I mean?
She's not guilty. So you have both of that. You have an 8-week trial. You have over 600 exhibits. There's an awful lot of evidence to go through, and people kind of get wedged into their own views of what they think and have to continue to talk about it to see whether or not you can come to some agreement.
Did y'all see the fan? The fan made an appearance. It went. So is everybody still watching the fan over there? All pun intended. All pun intended. I know. Wim, forgive me. You know I love you, Wim, but I had to give that guy a chance, and he pulled out, and it didn't work out. Sorry. All puns intended and no pun intended. Whatever. Here in Massachusetts, all the time is mimosa time. Okay. All right. I really dislike moving. I hope you have. I'm trying to be very strategic, but there's never anything strategic about moving, y'all. Like, I hate it. Did I see the video where the dog trainer explained the lacerations on John O'Keefe's arm? No, I didn't. I'll have to follow up. Jordy T's like, not the pull-out method. Our special guest, Amanda, we were supposed to, for those that are coming in late, let me tell you what happened. I was supposed to do an interview today with a man who there's a documentary that's going to come out here in the next, like on the 3rd of July. So I did a deep dive on this guy. He essentially was, the Dutch court banned him from donating his sperm because apparently he's got about 1,000 children out there. 1,000, some of these are half siblings, right? 1,000. This is what Netflix is saying. So he watched some of our videos. He went in the comments, and then I invited him. I said, I'm willing to have a conversation with you live so everybody can ask the question. And yesterday, it was supposed to be yesterday. He decided that, he couldn't make it. He's somewhere in an island and a beach. I think he got kind of scared. He doesn't want to tell me his whereabouts. That's the other thing, because I was trying to find out his time zone so we can find out exactly what time we were meeting. So he pulled out of this interview and it didn't work out. So yes, that's what had happened. I was curious. I really wanted to have a conversation about his ideology behind lying, having all these children. And then there's apparently a lot of people that he's hurt throughout this process. So yeah. James Steele says, question, is it bad that I woke up with Rabbit's voice in my head saying, y'all are killing me with this shit? Must be. Well, thank you, James. You're quite the skeleton being with the nice little, what kind of a hat is that, love? Shout out to you. Rabbit, you are so funny. We are fans of OnlyFans. Oh, y'all are still laughing at the OnlyFan? They showed the OnlyFan that was in the courtroom. The OnlyFan. You're the best mover and packer. Oh my, I believe you, Jordy T. I believe you. I believe you when you say that. So, yeah, that's what happened with the Dutch guy. But you know what? He's still making videos about why he's not wrong for doing what he's doing. I wanted to give him the opportunity to say his piece, but it didn't work out. He knew the chat would go after him. He's such a professional at what he does. Just doesn't seem like a pull-out kind of dude. Well, I mean, with 1,000 children out there, allegedly, he better not be. I mean, you don't think he pulls out. You have to kind of wonder what kind of sperm that is. Like, Lord have mercy. Anyways, let's keep watching.
I mean, the issue is on all of these trials is that the decision has to be unanimous.
Right.
And that is the challenge, getting 12 people to agree.
And we were discussing this morning, it's the Friday, we're approaching a holiday weekend.
Oh, yes.
And we were wondering
Holiday
whether or not they
weekend.
were going to come to that verdict today. And clearly they wanted to come to the verdict of, we have no verdict, we cannot agree. We also heard from Karen Reed supporters outside of the courthouse, and they themselves were kind of saying, hey, we thought this was going to be a lot quicker, and they were kind of feeling that nervousness as well. And we saw Reed and her attorneys even kind of start to enter the courthouse in a different way. And so maybe that some of that feeling was starting to creep in.
Well, I mean, I think we all know, with enough of these jury trials that people take this very seriously. They're, this is a big responsibility as to whether or not you're going to send someone to prison and find them guilty or not, and not have anybody be responsible for the death of, a Boston police officer. So there's a lot at stake here, and there's a lot to go through. There's a lot to consider, and I think they're taking their job very seriously. And it's not easy. I mean, these, you know how difficult it is just getting to agree with one person, never mind to get 12 people to agree with such a case like this. So I think she's right. Send them back out, let them continue their deliberations. There's another thing that the judge can do down the line if they come back again and say, we still cannot come to an agreement. She can give another instruction, which she said she was not willing to do at this point in time because it's not time to do that, where the judge kind of pushes the jury, nudges the jury to say, consider more evidence, think about things more, try to be open-minded, and try.
Maybe that's what they need. Now, somebody told me that my volume was very low. Let me know if this is better. Hold up. Who told me that my volume was very low? Hopefully you can hear me now. Let me know if you can't hear me, okay? I am, y'all got to hear me, okay? You got to hear me. Let me see what you're saying. Well, look, we're back to the fan, y'all. And there's literally 21,970 people in that live law and crime chat. There is 21,000 folks in there. Steffi says, or Steven, is it Steven or Steffi? Steffi? All right. I can't stand the judge. She shouldn't have rescued herself. She should have recused herself, not rescued, recused herself from the trial from the beginning. All evidence from this trial would be all in future trials as long as charges are the same. No new evidence can be added or add. Gotcha. Let me see. What are you guys saying? There's a first for everything. You've got to stop with the pull out rabbit. I just wanted to make y'all laugh. That's all. Nona says, I think I put the link in the Canine Trainers video in the Discord. Okay, I'll check it out, Nona. This should be interesting to watch. Will they have to be in court over the weekend too, if that's the case, or will it be a putback for Tuesday? That's a great question. When does 4th of July fall? It doesn't fall on the weekend, does it? Doesn't it usually fall like on a Tuesday or something? I wouldn't want to get too close to him. He might. Are you talking about the guy? You mean if he hits the link, people get pregnant? Lord, Vic, stop. Oh, Sarmento, thank you. Is my volume better? Let me know. Shout out to you. I wouldn't want to get too close to him. He might look my way and then bam, I'm pregnant. That's why somebody said that their ovaries, that every time they thought about 1,000 children, their ovaries were just in pain. At this point, he's just showing off. Can't read, y'all. Most guys just take a shower and don't brag about it. Linda says, you think he's just showing off? Another alignment of the planets is coming. Yo, I'm not really good at that. Like, I heard about that stuff. I'm not really good about keeping up. I'm a Sagittarius, for those that are wondering. I don't really keep up with that horoscope stuff because I like the mystery of life, if that makes sense. Of course, the supporters didn't think it would take this long. I'm glad the jury is using their own minds. Ooh, that girl. I've been glued to this trial, and I can't believe we're at this point. Oh, wow. You said, I'm going to take a break from all communities. Too much noise. Just want to thank you and the Rabbit Mods Queen herself. Oh, why are you taking a break? What's going on? This is a check-in, by the way. I mean, I just happened to go live over here. I wanted to talk to you guys about all the bullshit that I'm doing over here. But let me know what's going on. The polarizing part is people forget that it is not the jury's job to solve the case. It is their job to say whether it's, you're right. Horrible investigation, solo cups. You're right, Mo. I would agree. Like, y'all be mad at the people that investigated this case. We wouldn't be where we're at if it had been thoroughly investigated. I would agree with you on that. They had a number of charges. They may not agree with most, but maybe not at all. We have to give credit to the smoke detectors in the room too, because there's a fire going to hit the vent. That is true. Look at this. I'm just astounded that 22,000 people are in that live chat. Like, let me just put the camera and have you guys be on the live chat. What the hell would you guys talk about for 4 or 5? In that hour, that's been going on for 4 hours. 22,000 people. You said, I think they're a deadlock on one of the lesser included charges. There's no way they are deadlocked on the second degree. Okay. Gotcha. Let me see. Hold up. You said, ma'am, call the trial. It's been 4 days. You can't force the jurors to come up with the verdict. Oh, Lord. You hear me loud and clear. All right, cool. That jury is obviously conflicted. I feel for them. It also sounds like, yeah, I would agree with you on that either side is not really doing it. There must be something in the evidence, or maybe it's in the charges too that they don't agree. Okay, so my question is, one person holding everything up for the right person or the wrong reason, assuming it's a person, something. I don't know. So the 4th is on Monday or Thursday. Okay, so then, like, we don't have it's not a holiday weekend, is it? You said if a dog pulls out early, it breaks its willy. Poor thing. I heard about this too. You said, imagine what's going to happen to this man, much less accidents. Not a promise I would give. Not worth snappy a teeny for. These jurors haven't done more than 7 hours a day all trial and barely any full weeks. There's no hope that they'll work on the weekend. Y'all are still talking about the pullout. Can everybody read me having weird connect? We can see you, Dino. Now, I don't want to know what this chat AI is going to look like if you guys are talking about all this. You're from the Boston area? Okay, let me go down. Hey, Becky. How you doing, love? Welcome. It's so insulting for families for him to call them his children. I know, Kate, right? Like the way he does it. It is insulting. Hey, Kiva. Sorry, y'all. I'm going down on the chat and I'm catching up. Let me see. Hey, Body Illusions. Welcome. Sherry says, I think it's the charges that they're not decided on. We're watching OnlyFans. Welcome. We're watching OnlyFans. But if she didn't hit him with the car, none of those charges apply. Ooh. Look at this. Okay, hold up. Stay focused on the end goal and tune out all necessary drama and personal issues streamers have with others. How can that's what I'm gonna say about that. Talking about cleaning with Jordy T, and it's been helpful. Hey, Candy Slive. I think I said hello to you. Welcome. Okay, Mountain Princess. Let's see. So no, it will be a short week next week due to the 4th. Gotcha. So were they hoping for a verdict today? Maybe. Okay, I think I'm catching up. I'm having to skip through some of these comments. I have a son because the pullout method didn't work. Shout out to your son, Flash in the Pan. It is Friday, y'all. It is Friday. I don't know what to say to you. Okay. Y'all gonna make me throw my channel away. Welcome. Hey, Grape Tea. Welcome. If you ain't paying that child support, that ain't your child. That's right. So I don't know why he's like, oh, my children. But see, in certain countries, like if you're a donor, you can actually have contact with those children, but you're not legally responsible for them. So I don't know how that works. I guess I'm not well versed in those laws and whatnot. I'm waiting for the grand puppy to arrive for the weekend. Aw. Was with me waiting for Lori Vallow Daybell case. Oh my God, y'all are too much. Can you imagine if the guy's a devout Catholic and the Pope said, oh Lord, I don't even know. I have no comment about that. You said discussing verdict and unrelated issues. Oh man. I know, hey Layla, I know he's making money. That's what I know about that shit. I know that he has to be. Okay, let's see. It's a long weekend. All right. July 1st is Canada Day. Well, shout out to the Canadians. I know we got some Canadians in the chat, so shout out to you guys. Happy Canada Day on the 1st. I'm an accident baby. Wait, I was an accident baby too, so my baby brother, well, it is what it is. Okay, the Grutus girl says, but what about all those kids that potentially live in the same area and could eventually find each other in romantic situations? That's why the Grutus girl, they did that ban on him in the Dutch court, because of the likelihood that, you know, you would imagine that they would have to do some kind of a survey or something that says, like, if you're marrying your half sibling or whatever it may be, or distant sibling. I'm just saying. Imagine if two of the kids married, that would be my worry. I think Shell, that's what they're going to have to figure out. That's what they're going to have to figure out as well. Let's see. Didn't prove it. The prosecution collected blood evidence with the leaf blower, pulled it in a red Solo cup without lids. The kind you get from store, not sterilized. They didn't enter it into evidence for days, is what I'm saying. I guess we'll find out. Y'all, like, this is a piece. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think we're all waiting for this. This is like the thing everybody's waiting for at this point. We're waiting for this to break and kind of know where it's going to land. You said, how do you tell the children this is your half brother or half sister 999 times? I don't know. That's a great question. That would be a great question, don't you think? I never thought it'd be the OnlyFans. Yeah, you're on OnlyFans. Welcome. You said the sperm guy is basically a Batman villain. I guess, if that's what you call him, Dino. This is one case I haven't myself been able to decide. Oof. I'm waiting for the jury. I think we all are. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the chat box. 23andMe making a profit. So, I mean, they're going to need some 23andMe if they get married, don't you think? Don't you think? That'd be crazy. Okay, let me see what else. Let me go up because I might have missed some comments. I just wanted to do a little check-in with you guys and see how everybody's doing. I'm going to address a little something that I want to say, okay? Thank you, Pika, for this comment because it's going to lead me to that. I know that there's a lot going on, especially in the SPTV community. Let me just say this. I support. And I'm never going to make my chat choose one place to the next or play Inspector Gadget about who's this and who's that. I found out yesterday something that I didn't know before. I didn't know that Sir Crepitus was a former, he was a protester with Anonymous back in the day when they were doing all that. That's amazing. And I very much appreciate him for doing that. And I hope he does a video on that. Like, I was intrigued by that information. I didn't know that. So shout out to Sir Crepitus. And, you know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I support everybody. I'm here for that. I am so done with people making choose or whatever. I'm so done with calling the piece on something and then it turns out it's not. Like, I'm done with that shit. I'm so done with that. I didn't know that either, right, Shauna B? I don't know. I didn't know that either. That was something that I learned yesterday, and so that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. You said, "Oh no, I'm not Inspector Gadget." Listen here, Penny. It just gets tiring. That's all. We don't know why they're deadlocked or how many jurors are holding out. We just know that they're deadlocked. That's what we know so far. The OnlyFans is back. That's it. Even if Karen hit him, Dr. Russell testified autopsy shows blunt force trauma and dog bites and hypothermia. Ooh, let me see what you guys are saying. You said whether Karen gets acquitted or not, the FBI will indict the Alberts. Trooper Proctor. Well, okay. That's what we're thinking, that they're going to get indicted, right? We don't know if that's the case. Listen, the FBI is going to do what they want to do. That's what we would hope. So with you, let's support everyone who's at the goal to shut down Scientology. No more drama. That's kind of where I'm at. It's becoming a little too much for me, and I'm just like, girl, like, give me a Xanax. That's kind of where I'm at. Just joking. But I'm just saying, like, I support everybody. I'm tired. And I don't do streamer wars, and I don't need to do that because I have content to do. I'm saying we don't need to do that here. Oh yeah, Aaron did a scorch. It was an interesting live. Life is enough drama, let alone, hey Liz, says all sides are too much. Yes, I would agree. Too much. Yes, I didn't know that, Becky. I didn't know that. So I learned that yesterday. So my hats go off to him. And I always think that when you have former law enforcement that join this movement, I'm happy to hear that because like, for me, especially, like, when people are former law enforcement and they offer support or whatever they can do to support, whether it's education with it, that's amazing, There's a lot of shitty police officers out there, and there's a lot of good cops out there too. Unfortunately, there's always bad, people in the mid. There's always going to be a bad apple. But when you find somebody that has done their service and has helped the community and they're a good person, then like, my hat's off to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I'm not moving too far, just a different location. Legal minded, thank you. I've decided the very same thing, Rabbit. I'm going to support, talk to, and befriend who I want. If someone is good to me, I'll be good to them. Thank you, Candy. I would agree. Tassie has been a member for freaking 15 months. Tassie, where have you been? Oh my God. That's a long time. Thank you for supporting my channel that long. Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you. Shout out to my day ones. You guys are amazing. Okay, you've been watching Tori's old videos from 14 years ago. She's been protesting for a long time. That's right. Shout out to Tori. Deserves flowers. Anybody that's been doing it for a lot longer deserves flowers. Rabbit, I'm on Xanax right now. Well, damn. The FBI is more focused on the police investigation. If people get charged due to that, they will. But their focus is on the investigation, says Mo. Gotcha, Mo. Mo is always here dropping some knowledge. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate you. Shauna B, a member for 10 months. Oh my God, Shauna B. Thank you for being a member for that long. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, my love. You know what we don't do often here that we used to do all the time? We used to do rabbit twerks. Where are my rabbit twerks? Let me shout you guys out with the little striptease rabbit twerk. Where's it at? Where did I hear this? Yes, that is our little rabbit twerk. We haven't done that in a while. I know I've been busy doing content and whatnot. Watch any cop video and point out the good ones that step into the protect the subject. I'll wait. James Lee says, watch any cop video and point out that one good cop that steps in to protect the subject. I'll wait. Okay. I don't know what's the source of that comment? Is that supposed to like take away from what I've said, that I feel like there's good cops out there? Are you just in the belief that there's no good cops? All right. Well, don't call 911, right? Like, you don't call 911. I don't understand what, like, put some context to that, because I don't know what you mean by that. Ellen has been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Ellen, for being a member for 8 months. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, Ellen. You are amazing for supporting my channel that long. Thank you. The first time of anonymous Sir Secrepitus got fair game and Church of Scientology went after him hard. He will do a video on his story. I hope so, Kate, because I would love to talk about, like, that is amazing. Thank you, Allison. I'm trying, girl. I mean, I'm trying. I'm moving right now, so the eyeliner might be a little shaky. You know, I got to get my roots done because I could see the blonde going out. I actually probably have to, like, put some more purple on. I might do the purple and let it grow out a little bit and then do maybe some other color. I want to do blue. I don't know. But then I think that might be a little too much, you know? Let's see. There's some good cops out there, but unfortunately there's bad ones. That's right, Flash. That's right. You said no comments. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I'm just saying, like, there's got to be good and bad. You guys, I could understand where I'm coming from. Everybody's a little bit different. There's some good social workers and there's some really shitty social workers out there. I can own that. I've seen really shitty social workers in the field do some fucked up shit, right? Position and power. But I have to believe that there's some good people out there because that's the field that I chose. It's the same with law enforcement, right? So I'm kind of like, and do they deserve to get audited? Fuck yeah. Social workers, cops, all professionals. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. That's how I feel. You know, Kelly Rose says, I'm so proud to be part of this community. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Shout out to Kelly Rose. My God, I got a lot of veteran members. Oh, man. Thank you. Bunny twerk. Yes. You see that bunny was on a strip pool? Mm-hmm. That bunny was like strip teasing the pool. Along with OnlyFans. Y'all, we're going to get locked out. That's what's going to happen. You say you're going to dream about bunny twerkings? Lord have mercy. Carolina Pete, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Look at this. Oh my God. Y'all are like showing out. Thank you. Shout out to you, Carolina Pete. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. It only takes one bad apple to spoil the whole basket. Yes. I think a ruby red would look nice, Rabbit. You think so? I was thinking, you know who has that red that I really like? What's that one girl from Teen Mom? She's got a really cute red. Really cute. Oh, Charlotte has been a member for 5 months. She says, I love this community too, and I love you all. Oh, Charlotte, thank you for being here and for supporting my channel. You're awesome. Thank you. Oh my God, I got a lot of supporters. Look at this. And DD just gifted 5 memberships. Oh my gosh. Thank you. All right, y'all stop. It's Friday. You said the OF is getting all the attention. The jam. First of all, thank you so much, DD. Put a heart in the chat. Shout out to all my veteran supporters. Look at this. I have so many. Like, I have to scroll through. Thank you. If you got a membership from DD, from Chico, who else? DD, Chico. Thank you, guys. CK, thank you for the $19.99 again. You guys are amazing. And that Ellen, let's see, Tazzy, Shauna B, that Ellen, Kelly Rose, Carolina P, Charlotte, DD, thank you. And of course, 4 months, Jam says that the OnlyFans is getting all the attention. I mean, I never seen anybody so glued to a fan. 23,000 people. Hey, Joe, welcome. 23,000 people up in that chat, you guys. That's amazing. You know? You said, yes, that looked very lovely on you, perhaps in the future. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. It brings out the dark side of the rabbit. Ooh. Okay. You say you have to be wary of police and prosecutors. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Frustrated user. You do. Like I said, There's a lot of people that misuse their position and power, but that's in every field that is government. I worked in government for 10 years. I'm telling you this because I know what I saw, and I know different people doing the most. I remember I could tell you guys some stories like people that would get their children removed and people that had their children removed for years. I would be that one that would always get into arguments with attorneys over their rule or their advices or like doing the most, because you got to understand, like, they also get paid, right, while they're going through these civil matters of these cases with their children, with these families' children. And I mean, I could tell you some stories, but I'm not going to, just because I feel like I need more time in between before I really start talking about my experience with CPS and stuff like that. Miyu, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Happy moving, Rabbit. Best of luck. Thank you, guys. I got to give me a refill on this coffee. Thank you, guys. I'm just taking advantage of the internet because I might be disconnected, but I got like I have like 4 videos I have to edit out. So those might be out this weekend, and I'll try to make it with the live chat. That way we can all interact, but I might be on my phone. I won't be on my computer. But yes, but thank you, Miyu, for 8 months membership. You are awesome. It is a difficult field. You said Ken Cole says those 22K watching OnlyFans need to come over hither. There, Ken Cole, it's 23,000 now. Look at this. 23,000 watching the OnlyFans. I'm just surprised that, but people are chatting it up. I mean, shout out to them. Let me see. I'm going to vote here. I'm going to say not guilty. See what people are saying. 73% I voted not guilty because I want this to be removed. Okay, I voted. Go away. Dismiss poll. Not a unanimous decision. It's 100% innocent, but not guilty of murder. Look at this. Look at these comments. Jury are lazy. 9 weeks of Lally. Wouldn't you want home? Maybe they're expected to deliberate up until the holiday. Do you guys think we're gonna have oh really, Dino? That's interesting. I bet she got a lot of stories to tell you. I have a lot of stories to tell. I bet. Are we gonna be done next week? Do you guys think this is gonna be done next week? Let me know. Let me see. Somebody hacked the room and dropped Rabbit's link. I don't think so. I think you'll get blocked. Don't be dropping any links, Ken Cole. You dropped the link in there? They blocked that shit. You know you could block links in the chat. Nice try. Nice try. This is law and crime, after all. They don't fuck around. They got like, what, 1 million people? It's the people in position higher ups that keep the corruption in place in any profession. They are, yeah, you're right. The higher, let me tell you this. It was supposed to be last weekend, Layla. The higher I was in a high position too, but the higher you go, the far removed you are. So while the people on the top always make like decisions, they're about 7 or 8, if not 20 layers removed from the people that are directly impacted with those decisions. So let's just say that there's a policy out there about, I don't know, food stamps. Think about that. Like, I'm just thinking of something random, like food stamps, right? They got the monies, they're making the decisions, and then it trickles down to folks having to deliver that information out there, having to follow rules, policies, and procedures. And then if you get shorted on your food or whatever, like, who do you talk to? But the people that are at the very top that made those decisions, but you can't because you don't have a direct contact with them. So yes, there's room for fucking crazy shit to happen. Like, let me just say that, but yes. 100%, which is why I don't go higher. You lose contact. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And I used to tell that, I would tell that to the folks up there. I said, let me tell you, it's great when you get job promotions in government, because I was promoted fairly quickly, y'all. I moved up very quickly. But what I realized is that the higher you go up, the far removed you are from the people that are directly impacted by the decisions that are made. That's the reality of it. It's nice working in government, but just note that, you're making decisions off of people's lives, and it can be impactful. Maybe you should go over there and tell them that you found Alice and they should come over here and talk to her. Nah, no, I don't know. I mean, shout out to them. Shout out to them. I mean, clearly there's a lot going on here. But yeah, shout out to them. If you can please the people, you don't know the real problem. That's true. The more you F up, the higher you get in the government sector. We worked there. My boss stole a script pad and forged signatures. She got a promotion. Talk about under control. Wow, Easy. Wow, Weezy. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a hard job. It's a lot of turnover. Bo has been a member for 9 months. Proud member of the Fluffle Fam. Thank you, Bo. Sorry, I just saw that. Oh, I don't know. I go off. Like the comments just go kind of fast sometimes on the StreamYard. I saw Nora has like a new streaming service. I was a little impressed by that. I might want to try that. Did y'all see Nora? Oh no, Nora's streaming thing. It was really cute. I like it. I kind of like that. I might have to ask her about that and how that works. I thought it was cute. You said we get cussed out daily about food stamps. I say contact your legislator. We can't do a thing in the county office. That Ellen, but you know what is so frustrating about that is that when they go and contact their legislator, what happens? They get pulled over to something else. Like there is never any fixing for that. That's the sad part of that. Like I'm telling you, man, the hustling, this is why people get burned out. When you want to do right by a situation, you go above and beyond and then you get overworked. And that's the problem. There's high turnover rate in any agency that you go in, but it's unfortunate. Nora is hilarious. She is hilarious. You should never put your hand on a cop. That white male privilege. I'm sorry. Who put their hand on a cop? Let me know. I didn't know about that, Joe. Welcome. Nothing happens so sad. Nora can be a stand-up comic. Yes, she can. Nora's hilarious. Nora is hilarious. Oh, Wheezy, really? See, in California, do you guys remember when we did the breakdown on Dr. Charles Sophie? You guys didn't know about, I don't know if you guys knew about this. Dr. Charles Sophie was head of DHS for many, many years while he was also doing rehab TV, while he was doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So all of that shit that went down, that was so interesting to see all of that. I think he got fired. Something happened there. But that's just my thought. I wonder if the handout is basing it on evidence and facts or how that person feels about Karen. It is personal stuff like her personality or behavior that is actual evidence. Yep. We need more updates on Dr. Sophie. Have you watched my Dr. Sophie videos? The one that said, put Britney Spears in a conservatorship. And if you're not going to take medicine, I'll inject it to her. Some bullshit like that. Oh, well, we exposed Dr. Charles Sophie over here, y'all. Go check out that video. Let me see where it's at. That was a very interesting video. Did you guys know that he also dealt with that incel killer? That he was his doctor too, the incel? Where the hell did that video go? Here it is. Dr. Fraud. Dr. Charles Sophie, the fraud. Hold up. This motherfucker right here. Sorry, you got me cussing because that guy is a fraud. And I'm so surprised. No, I'm not surprised that Callie.
First thing you do today to get her help.
Medication. Put it in her. If she doesn't want to take it, I would.
Remember every time you'd watch Dr. Phil, there was always somebody that Dr. Phil had to add to the conversation in like every other case.
I'd like to add to the conversation, Dr. Charles Sophie. He is a psychiatrist.
This guy right here, legit fraud, POS. I'm just saying, watch those videos that I did. They were about a month old. He failed the, he was treating the incel. Let me see if I got that timestamp. So he was the head of DHS. Hold up. Where did it go?
Son of a Hollywood filmmaker who grew in a very privileged life, wrote a manifesto of 141 pages with a series of YouTube videos. He went on a killing spree, killing 7 people, including himself, and injuring so many others. But did you know that in Elliot Rodgers' manifesto, he mentions Dr. Sophie in pages 112, 119, 125. It should be noted that in this manifesto, you definitely see Elliot Rodgers just dwindling and really struggling with his family relationships, peer relationships, with his outlook in life, something that if he was seeing somebody that was treating him, would have been able to pick this up right away. But let's read page 125. My parents arranged for us to have a conference with my psychiatrist, Dr. Charles Sophie. I set out with my mother to meet father outside Dr. Sophie's house in Beverly Hills. And when we got there, we were surprised to see that Sumaya had come for the conference too. This presented a conflict because Sumaya and my mother had recently had an argument due to Sumaya refusing to let me stay at father's house during my mother's trip to Hawaii. For more than half of the conversation, the doctor spent time resolving this petty conflict instead of addressing the trouble.
That's the question. Ken, they're saying it's believed that something happened to Dr. Charles Sophie's son, that he sent his son away. He had a restraining order on his son. That's what I'm saying, man. The story of Dr. Charles Sophie, he's a fraud. He's a phony. I've done at least 4 or 5 videos of him. Go check it out. Like their breakdowns. They were just last month that was it last month that I did the video? Let me know. I can't remember. I think it was last month. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Y'all are amazing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I got to go switch up the internet. I might be on the floor somewhere. I won't have a desk. We'll figure this out. I got to move the rabbit. I want to bedazzle this frame right here, y'all. I would like to bedazzle. I can't move the camera up, but I want to bedazzle this frame up here. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining me. Bye, guys. I got to go. Bye, bye, bye.